Yeah, so I think that's a great question. I think the owner is the one who should own the common data environment. The reason being is that common data environment really um, should reside with them for the following reasons. You go through design, you go through construction, and if they don't own that common data environment, all that data stops at that turnover of the project. So to keep that going through and to the owner and benefit the owner in facilities management and operations, really the owner should own that common data environment. They also are going to contribute data to that common data environment over time and into the future, and they're going to use it for other things like adding sensors to that data or renovations or the basis for understanding maybe what facility conditions are. So things like that, I think for that reason, I think the owner should own that. What
I
do you think,
completely
Heather?
agree. Yeah. And so for a GC, again, a lot of the common data environment conversation revolves around model sharing and our 3D models and how are we going to talk to each other. And I really found that over the last couple of years, there's been a lot more open sharing between designers and contractors and subcontractors. I'm an architect by training, so I get it. And when I first started, it was very much, this is my work, it's proprietary. I'm not going to share with you anything, and you get a PDF and that's it. And now we are really starting to open that door with the common data environment. And there is this freedom of sharing and that collaboration. And I've really seen that when we do that, people aren't stealing each other's information. There's none of that going on. All that we're doing is that we're having a more unified and more collaborative approach, and the product is better. We're able to start working through those clash issues and come up with constructability solutions and everything at an earlier date. And so by the time we get to construction, it's already been resolved and thought through like 100 times or so. And then I totally agree that if the owner owns it, ultimately we're building this. Everything that we have is being done for the owner. So to have it resolve, be in their system from the beginning, then there's no transfer of ownership, and they don't have any sort of that minutia loss of data. It's all there. It's at the end, and we can just package it up and say, let's move on to the next one, right?
Yeah, that's a great point, Heather. The recreation of data is such a drag on the project progress. And having that flow seamlessly from one silo to the next silo is incredibly productive.
Yeah.
We don't have to start over from nothing every single time. Being able to transfer that data over also has that continuity of being able to add that to that data, and also making sure that it's formatted in the correct format from start to finish. And those things are really important.